Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So when it comes to NBA players, and the next one that I think really has a good chance to become one of those legacy guys, you know, the Dirks, Kobe's, the Tim Duncans, the guys that stay with their franchise for their entire career. Yes, I do know Dirk and Kobe were drafted by different teams, but once they actually got to their location, they were loyal and they stayed. I think that next guy is going to be Damian Lillard. But the thing about Damian Lillard is every single season he plays as like a top 2 or 3 point guard. But the big issue is that the rest of the team around him, there's always just some sort of like bad luck. Have that be somebody, you know, gets traded away that probably should have stayed. Maybe somebody gets injured. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, Nurkic or CJ McCollum now. Just bad luck for Damian Lillard. So for today's video, what we are going to do is we're going to go on the Portland Trailblazers, guys, and I'm going to build a completely new team around Damian. I'm going to trade every single player except Damian Lillard and see if we can win that NBA championship. So before we get going on today's video, if you guys don't mind dropping that like, 1,000 likes is always the goal, guys, and it really does mean a lot to grow on the channel and just, you know, kind of like spreading the content and stuff around the YouTube algorithm. So if you guys want to drop a comment to any of that stuff, it's greatly appreciated. So let's go ahead and get going on this video. Also, man, I do have a second channel, Extra Crispy, where I do daily NBA, you know, reaction content and stuff over there. Tonight, I'm actually going to be reacting to Kyrie's first game with James Harden and Kevin Durant. So, well, James Harden, but you know what I mean, man. So here we go. So looking at the team, what type of trade chips do we have? Well, we got CJ McCollum, we got Nurkic, Carmelo Anthony, Robert Covington. We got some decent young players out there, you know, when Gary Trent, Rodney Hood's a good solid veteran now, so we should be able to get some decent pieces back for him. There's some really nice players on this team. And then obviously we got like draft picks and stuff too. So as far as building around Damian, the issue I've always had with CJ McCollum is that I think he is a fantastic dynamic shooting guard, but I always felt like his skill set was too close to Damian in the sense where it's like, you know, what CJ does would be extremely valuable alongside like a different type of star, but next to Damian, it just kind of makes him look like a lesser version of what Damian does. And I don't know if that makes sense or not, man. I love him as a player. He's fantastic, but that's just kind of my mindset with him, man. So yeah, it's going to be trying to get like some different type of talented players around Damian and seeing what we can do. So let's go ahead here, hit up this trade finder, man, see what type of trades we have. So the first guy that I really want to go for, he's a, well, actually, what's y'all want for Cat? You want Damian? Well, that's definitely not going to happen. Okay, so never mind. The first player I do want to go for is actually on the New Orleans Pelicans, and that is going to be Zion Williamson. Like, I would absolutely love to see Zion running up and down the court with Damian, a guy that does like to push the ball and stuff like that, man. I just feel like his athleticism, that freak of nature self he has, would work nicely next to Damian as like a second or third option of this team. I mean, in the long run, you know, definitely a second option, if not the first option. So we have 2 trades, one for Damian Lillard. We got one for CJ McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, and a first-round pick, and we get Zion and Eric Bledsoe. Not a bad little trade right there. Eric Bledsoe obviously will be used off the bench as a 6th man. I guess in theory you could actually run him as shooting guard next to Damian for his defense. That would kind of maybe work, but he'll be on the team regardless. I like him as a bench player at this point, but that's just me. And then we get Zion, of course. We got Melo, but that's not really that big a deal. Not a ton of trade value at the age of 36. So yeah, let's do this trade. Get Zion on the team next to Dame Dolla. Okay. The next player I want to go for is actually going to be well, he's listed as a point guard. I like him more as a shooting guard, especially in this type of offense, guys. He plays for the Indiana Pacers. It's going to be Malcolm Brogdon. We're going to go for him. You know, I just feel like he's the prime guy to play next to Damian because his ability to be like that combo guard where at times, yes, you could run the offense through Brogdon. He'll make plays for others, you know, if you want Damian playing off ball, but when Damian has the ball in his hands, Malcolm could be a catch and shoot 3-point shooter out there, bro. Like, I just really feel like to me, he's got a skill set that's still extremely good, but it's different enough from Damian. It's where you're really going to see that out there, man. So we're going to see what we can get offered up for him. We got 3 offers. We got Nurkic and Rodney Hood for Brogdon and Justin Holiday, who's, you know, a good spacer. We got Nurkic, and we get Dougie McBuckets. I actually like McBuckets. We might actually put him at small forward. I'm sure his rating will probably go up. Or we got Eric Bledsoe, so we can't trade him. So yeah, let's go with Nurkic and Rodney Hood for Brogdon and Dougie McBuckets. So this is what the lineup looks like as of right now. Definitely not bad. I do want to find a better shooting guard, though. Actually, no, I guess we got yeah, Malcolm Brogdon right there that we just got. My bad. So let's put him at the shooting guard spot. And yeah, he's gonna, oh, not center. That we ain't doing small ball. Goes to an 88 overall. I do actually want to put him as a secondary point guard because I do like him in that role at times anyway. So, you know, you got to switch up all that stuff. There we go. And then Eric Bledsoe, I'm thinking we put him at backup point guard. Goes down to a 79 overall. I'm completely fine with that. Okay, so we now need a center. and a small forward. We need a center and a small forward, and we still got some nice trade chips out here to get that done. So let's do a trade of Rocco and toss in Gary Trent. Should be able to get a pretty good starter for those guys. And why not, man? A first-round draft pick. We'll see what's offered up here. So we got Seth Curry, Tony Bradley. Not really feeling that trade. Dante and Brook Lopez. Not bad. Dante off the bench. How tall is he? He is 6'4", so he definitely can't play like small forward. I guess he could in theory, but Brook Lopez would not be too bad to have. Obviously, we got Lauri Markkanen, Jarrett Allen, Larry Nance. Like that. Marcus Smart would be a little interesting on this team. John Collins. If we get Collins, we could put, Zion at small forward. I'm sure that would work out completely fine. Go for some three-point shooting out there with Dunk Robinson, Kelly Olynyk, Derek Favors, Hassan Whiteside. He was actually pretty solid for the team last year, so wouldn't mind bringing him back. Okay, so we got some decent trades. Nothing I'm absolutely like in love with right here. I kind of like the idea of Dort. I feel like Dort would be pretty damn solid. Okay, let me go to Trade Finder myself real quick here to see if I can like find somebody I really want. Because, man, I always like getting the Marcus Aldridge. You got that power forward cheese out there. So we'll see what's offered up for him. Gary Trent Robert and Derrick Jones for LaMarcus Aldridge. So I'm going to actually do this trade just because, for one, I want to see LaMarcus play on the Portland Trail Blazers again. I feel like that'd be fantastic and just fun to watch. But also, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put him at the second, or as the primary power forward, goes up to an 86 secondary center. And then what we will do next is we will take, where's he at? Zion. We will put him at, what if we put him at center? He goes on to an 83, stays in the 86 right there. So we're going to go primary small forward, being 6'6", that's completely fine. I'm actually going to keep him as secondary center just because I wouldn't mind using him in little small ball lineups and stuff. So we're going to go with that. And yeah, that rating stays the same, so no issues there. So we got that for our starting five so far. Definitely need a center, definitely a defensive-oriented person. Not going to lie, man, I like the idea of getting Hassan Whiteside back just because, I don't know, he kind of fits in. And we already got like the shooting and stuff. But I think maybe Brook Lopez, because you still get that spacer, but you get a really good defensive player too. So we're going to see what's offered up for him real quick here, if he is even offered up. And we got Enes Kanter, Zach Collins, Nazir Little, Enes Kanter. Okay, so we got to give up Enes Kanter to get this done. That's fine. We'll do this one right here. We also get a first-round draft pick out of it. But, perfect fit if you ask me for this team. So we have spacing around Zion. We have the playmakers in Brogdon. And then, we got Brook Lopez and LaMarcus out there doing their thing. Damian is absolutely going to feast on this team so far here, man. Bench unit, we still got Eric Bledsoe, Dougie McBuckets. So we got to fix that up a little bit. We should be able to get some pretty solid vets out here, to get this done. So looking for a backup center, power forward, small forward, whatever. Matisse Thybulle, Shake Milton. We got Dante again. Okay. Robert Williams, not bad. Maybe we can do a little better than that, though. Precious Achua, Devontae Graham, who's always a beast and really easy to get in this game. There's our Hassan Whiteside and Mitchell Robinson. I mean, honestly, I might take Hassan and then use Brook Lopez off the bench. I don't know, man. I don't know. Did the Portland fans like Hassan Whiteside? Maybe I'll play it safe and I'll get Mitchell Robinson. But we'll see who else is offered up here real quick. I just like the idea of having that defensive guy out there. We got Boogie Cousins. Man, it's crazy to think we are in a day and age where I'm not going to take Boogie Cousins. I mean, he's just not as good anymore, right? I mean, he's had a lot of bad injuries and stuff like that. But no, let's go with, I'm going to go with Mitchell Robinson, mainly also because we get Taj Gibson out of it. I know he's 35 and, definitely washed up. But 2K still thinks he's good. And I guarantee if I put him back at his natural power forward position, that rating is going up, man. And he, 79 overall, bro. You trying to start or what, man? Damn, bro. Okay. So, I don't really love him at the power forward spot, but he's going to play being a 79 overall for sure. And he's actually got a C+ 3-point shot. So, is he a bit more of a floor spacer these days? Nice. 69, man. You can't see it because I'm in the way, but it is 69 overall. Okay. We still got Dougie McBuckets right there. We're good at point guard. I guess maybe, if we can combine some of these guys and get a better... We only got 2 guys left to get right here, so it's probably not too much happening. But probably looking for a shooting guard, I suppose. Right there we get Shake and Furkan. I like that. Already there's Dante, the 78 overall. Got my guy Desmond Bane. Love Duncan Robinson for his 3-point shooting. You guys, come on, you all can tell I like 3-point shooters. I don't know why, man. We got Monty Morris, not a bad player to get. There's Dort. You know what? Team Dort, guys. We don't absolutely need Dort, but Dort's there when you need him no matter what. So there we go. We got Dort on the team. I don't know. I like him a lot. So final lineup. Do I go with... Okay, I feel like this might be the way to go. I feel like it's better to actually have Mitchell Robinson as center. Because, Zion... shooting wise, I don't think he has like a bad 3-point shot in 2K, does he? It's at a 70. Okay, so not like fantastic. Okay, we'll switch these guys out right here because we got some offensive players up in here too. So yeah, we will go with a 9-man rotation. That looks pretty good. Plus Robinson is used to coming off the bench anyway. We need Damian playing like 40 out there. Get you right there, and there we go. I guess maybe what would Karl Malone said that he said this man Zion got to be playing about 40 minutes a game. We ain't gonna do that much. We're gonna put him at a lot. You know, being a young blood like that, being able to run up and down the court. So yeah, we'll rock it with that. And as far as the shooting tendencies, how do I want these guys to operate in the offense? So this is not a bad little allocation right here with 90. Let's put Damian a little higher at 95. No, he's got teammates, so you know we'll go out there and let him operate with all those guys. 85 for Zion, 75 Brogdon. You right there. Brook Lopez at 50. That's good. That's actually a really good allocation. Let's get Dort up a little bit. I like the way he does bring a little bit offensively at times, man. You know, people thought he was going to be like an Andre Roberson, but he can actually shoot that 3 pretty damn nicely. So, pretty good allocation right there. Let's go to the system proficiency. We got a 3-star perimeter-centric team. Creates mismatches and favors a stretch bigs. You think LaMarcus Aldridge would like that? I mean, he is like a stretch big, right? That's exactly what he is. We got post-centric, triangle. You know, I guess we got some smart players. 7-second offense. I guess when you have like trailers like Brook Lopez and LaMarcus that can pull up from 3, that could work out pretty nicely. And that's going to get the team running and transition and stuff too. So we're going to go with that one out there, man. Let's go ahead and get going on the simulation of this season. You know, simulate through date. And just real quick here as this is going through, I want to talk to you guys, you know, my thoughts about the Portland Trail Blazers and what I think they should actually do this NBA season, man. Because, you know, like when you start having major injuries like that, especially in a shortened season, like games are more condensed, the season's going by quicker, the longer somebody's out for it, it hits heavier this year than ever before. So I mean, I think we're going to see a lot with Damian Lillard as far as him just taking over even more. But I do think there's good opportunities for guys like Gary Trent Jr. to really step up. He did it in the bubble, so I think he's going to get a really good opportunity. And honestly speaking, if he ends up being a guy that can get like 17 a game or whatever while CJ's out, look for one of those guys to be traded. You don't need 3 dynamic scoring guards like that, especially when you need other things on the team. You know, some of the forwards and stuff they got, man, the wing players like Derrick Jones and Rocco, a little disappointing, I would say, man. Like they have not had like as big of impact as you would have hoped. I know a few years ago they had Mo Harkless and Elfrid Camino, and those guys like that were, in my opinion, key role players. And these, once they lost those guys, it wasn't very good for them last season. Melo has been fine, like he can score the basketball, but you know, we all know what to expect from Melo at this point. You're not going to have him be like a 30-point per game scorer anymore. Nurkic, I mean, if he keeps on getting injured like this, it might be time to move on. And it sucks because like 2 years ago, he was like one of the most talented centers in the NBA. He was that good. So I think people are waiting for him to become that again. But like I said, if you are injured, you're not helping the team. And, you know, Damian Lillard only has so many years left in his prime. So he also has a really good contract too, Nurkic does. So I know it would be really hard to let go of that and just hope that he can figure things out. But or you could just hire Crispy Flakes to trade every single player on your team, because you'll end up with a record of 65-16, man. 65-16. First seed in the Western Conference. One more game against the Clippers, simulate through date. Although I'm pretty sure real life does not have Trade Finder. I don't think GMs are allowed to use that. LeBron got MVP. I was hoping to see Damian up in there, but, you know, it's all good. So we got All-NBA first, All-NBA second with Damian making that, and All-NBA third, so only one member of our team making it, but, you know, that's completely fine. Okay, and we are the first seed, which is really what matters in the end of the day. So let's go with these player stats on the season. Damian, 28 points, 11 assists, fantastic. Zion, you know, running up and down the court more. That's the thing about Stan Van Gundy's offense on the Pelicans. He's slowing things down. You want this kid running in transition. Plus, he'll give him a lot better shape, too, right, man? 27 points, 10 rebounds, beastin'. We got Brogdon at 20 and 10. That is amazing. Wow, this team was balling, guys. 16 for LaMarcus Aldridge is the fourth scoring option. Eric Bledsoe was great off the bench. Lopez, you know, I love the 2 blocks and nearly 1 steal per game. Plus, he shot 39% from 3. This entire team was shooting good from 3. Does Zion not shoot them at all anymore? Bro, you looking like Ben Simmons out there. What's going on, man? I remember that your damn first game, was it against like the Spurs or whatever? You knocked like 4 in a row down. Like, somebody unleashed the beast, right? Mitchell Robinson, good. Taj Gibson, hey, you know, that's about what he was doing on the Bulls back in the day. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Like, what was his best season? What was Taj Gibson's best season? That is what we were at here now with the video. Okay, you have some double-digit scoring years. He wasn't bad. What's that progression looking like? So, yeah, is that like an all-time high putting him back at power forward? If that doesn't show that 2K's rating system is broken, I don't really know what does, man. Apparently we have Jamal Crawford and JJ Barea. I think those guys were signed automatically because we did not have like enough players at some time. But here we go. First round, Golden State Warriors. Simulate round right here. See how it goes, man. Can we actually win the championship? Because just nothing you can do, man. Ain't just nothing you can do about it, man. I built a good team, bro. Brogdon, choke, Dort. You play like a damn dork. Sorry about that, Dort fans. I know there's a lot of them out there. Taj Gibson. Okay, I mean, the team actually didn't really even play that bad. I'm not gonna lie, the team did not really play bad. Just the Warriors played better, and we don't play with injuries on, which is so stupid in the aspect that, like, everybody's healthy. Klay Thompson's out there, and the Warriors still get the 8th seed. I don't really get it, man, but 5th seed moving on. Pretty accurate over in the Eastern Conference, actually. Okay. I'm not too mad. We just lost in the first round. Not that big a deal. I still think I built a good team, though, man. So I always have fun doing that, at least. But hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. You know, last year on 2K20, I did this for, like, every single superstar player. But it's nice to kind of incorporate every now and then. And just with the recent injuries going on, thought it'd be kind of fun to bring this series back, at least for today, man. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. As opposed to your typical rebuild. That's all we got. And also, if you guys made it far in this video and you did not see yesterday, I did post a podcast of me talking about all 30 NBA teams. So would really appreciate if you guys check that out, man. But yeah, that's all we got. Peace out.